Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is a 1988 Chevy K1500, and today I'm going to take you guys through a brief history of what some consider to be the best looking generation of Chevy trucks.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
That ain't true, baby.
So as I mentioned in the intro, this is a 1988, which is the first year of the fourth and final generation of the CK trucks. This generation is commonly known as the GMT400 or the OBS generation, standing for Original Body Style or Old Body Style. I can tell that back in the 80s and 90s, naming pickup trucks was not exactly the top priority for most manufacturers. I'm looking at you, Nissan Hardbody and Toyota Pickup. Interestingly though, the GMC platform mate was officially named the Sierra for this fourth generation of CKs, a name which it still retains to this day. Up until then, Sierra had just been an available trim level on the trucks, just like Silverado was a trim name, but eventually became the official nameplate of Chevy's full-size trucks in 1999. By this point, you might be asking, what does CK mean? Well, this is a K1500 because it was four-wheel drive. C denoted that it would be a two-wheel drive model. The CK series of trucks were available for decades, originally debuting all the way back in 1959. But, like I said a little earlier, I'd like to focus on this fourth generation of CKs for this video, mainly because that's what I have access to right now, but also because I happen to think this is one of the best looking pickup trucks of all time. I think it's a classic design, and when I used to see these more frequently on the road back in the early 2000s as I grew up, I always thought, man, that is a cool looking truck. And then I'd see a 2002 F-150 and I'd go, ew. Now, this particular GMT400 is powered by a 5.7-liter V8, making 213 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. And this truck is paired to a 4-speed automatic, though a 5-speed manual was also available. In addition to that, there were a ton of engines to choose from throughout this generation of trucks. Debatably, the most exciting engine in the lineup, though, was the 7.4-liter V8, which was used in the 454 SS, a classic muscle truck of this era, and it was fast. The two-wheel drive sport truck made 230 horsepower and 385 pound-feet of torque. And yes, this is an actual Chevy ad. I did not edit this. The GMT400 was available in a host of cab and bed configurations across its lifespan, giving buyers a wide variety of options to choose from when looking for a truck. Alpha Shark will be right back after a word from our sponsor. For a lot of us, it's second nature to lock our vehicles when we're done driving, because we love our cars, and locking them is an added layer of security to protect them. But do you have any security to protect your identity? Did you know that online data brokers sell your information to spammers, scammers, and anyone else looking to target you? Your full name, email, home address, your relatives, even your health records. It's all out there. That's where today's sponsor, Aura, comes in. Aura will show you which data brokers are selling your information and automatically submit opt-out requests for you. Cleaning up your information not only helps reduce the amount of spam that you get, but it can also protect you from hackers who could use that information to access your social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. Recently, AT&T revealed that over 73 million customer records, both existing and former customers, were released on the dark web. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. But Aura does all of this for you. Best of all, you don't have to worry about downloading all sorts of different apps just because a company couldn't keep your data secure. Aura is always on, always doing the hard work to keep you safe. I value my privacy, and I value yours too. Locking your car is as simple as pressing a button, and so is downloading Aura. You can go to aura.com/alphashark to get started with your 2-week free trial. I'll also leave a link in the description below. And now, back to the video. On the interior of this truck, there is not much to write home about. You get an AM/FM radio, a tape deck, and, get ready for this, 2 cup holders that might work as functioning cup holders if you're stopped at a job site. Wow, now that is innovation. I will say I really do like this blue interior. When is the last time you saw a blue interior on a pickup truck?
Literally right now.
Okay, other than right now. I mean, overall, it's a decent, very simplistic look in here. I think this is funny when you turn the truck off to remind you that you have your headlights on if you've forgotten. It blares this ear-piercing noise. And I'm pretty sure this doubles as Morse code. If you know Morse code, you know, you can kind of go like that, you know, communicate with, I guess, whoever else is in the truck that also happens to know Morse code. In 1995, the truck received a mid-cycle refresh, which included a more revised and modern for the time interior. Moving to the bed of the truck, the tailgate is not damped, but no tailgate was damped back in the day. This is a simple work truck. You throw your boots in here and anything you need to carry, and it'll get the job done. No fancy LED lights or plugs for your power tools. This is an old truck. In fact, it's so old, it's slightly older than the movie Die Hard. This is a pre-Die Hard truck. You think there's gonna be LED lights in the bed? Despite that, this truck has some add-ons that modern trucks don't even have. Like this two-tone paint job, which I absolutely love. Yes, I know some modern trucks occasionally will have this as an option, but it's far less common than it was. This also has what my friend dubbed grandpa running boards. These are designed to sort of match the truck, and it even says that they're running boards on them. I've never seen that before on a truck. It also includes this sun visor for the front windshield. It's kind of like a little hat. When's the last time you saw one of those?
Literally right.
No! Stop doing that! That doesn't count! Something that this truck has that has recently come back into popularity is Chevrolet stamped into the tailgate. That styling cue disappeared for a couple of decades, but it has come back full force. I think almost every pickup truck on the market right now has a nameplate stamped into the tailgate. Even the Honda Ridgeline is doing it this year. Somebody should probably tell Honda that that doesn't automatically make the truck cool now. There's a beautiful simplicity to a truck like this. When I mash down on the accelerator, it is not particularly fast, and it's also not particularly quiet in the cab. It also kind of handles like yes, that's it. But despite those drawbacks, it truly is fun to drive. I don't often get to drive vehicles from this era, so when I do, I count it as a privilege, because this is from a time when trucks were trucks, and they were designed to haul payload and tow things, and there wasn't a ton of interior features, but this particular truck still does have some nice touches, like that two-tone paint and the grandpa running boards, and I like it. You might be thinking to yourself, Isaac, that is such a cool truck. I wish I could own it. Well, you could. This is my friend TJ's truck, and he's actually looking to sell it. So if you're interested in buying it, I will leave TJ's contact information and a little bit more information about the truck in the description of this video. Well, that's almost going to conclude our time together, but before I go, I'd like to mention that I'm a Christian, and if you have any prayer requests, I'd love to be able to pray for you guys. And lastly, I like to close out on a scriptural reading. This week, I'm in the book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 1. I will sing of the steadfast love of the Lord forever. With my mouth, I will make known your faithfulness to all generations. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. And remember, no matter what vehicle you have, I hope it lasts you a long time and it serves you well. Take care.